Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the E-Tail Report, where we cover headlines that you missed around the e commerce world. Starting off hot, Amazon is going to be making $2.5 billion less this year due to the FTC lawsuit that they just, I believe, settled on. They have reached a $2.5 billion settlement. Amazon was apparently enrolling people in Prime memberships without the enrollees' knowledge, and they're calling this covering dark patterns, and it's making it very steamy in the Amazon world right now. Um, they apparently were signing people up without their knowledge and also making it extremely difficult to cancel. And so this is something that Netflix is also dealing with. So I don't know who's making these decisions, but I hope that um, there isn't any other weird subscriptions. You might want to check your bank to see if there's any weird subscriptions you are still paying for that you either didn't sign up for or that who knows, but you might be enrolled. So, yes, they are distributing 1.5 of that 2.5 billion to customers affected by this, and then they are also facing a $1 billion civil penalty. So, not sure where that other 1 billion is going, but at least the people affected will hopefully get some payout there. Also in the Amazon news, they're expanding their multi-channel fulfillment to now cover Shopify, Walmart, and Shein. This is going to allow brands to offer Prime speed delivery across all of those platforms. So similar to Buy with Prime and also multi-channel fulfillment in the past, they're just making it a lot easier for brands to get the trust from their customers that come with the Amazon name. So that is going to be slowly rolling out and across the next couple of months. So Amazon is in hot water, but they are also expanding ever so slightly to kind of spread their reach out a little bit more and bring in some new revenue for them. So it'd be very interesting to see how many other marketplaces they have under their multi-channel fulfillment umbrella in the next couple of years here. So Walmart, on the other hand, is kind of going in the opposite direction of being sued, and they are doing great. They are announcing a partnership with OpenAI to allow not only Walmart, but also Sam's Club customers to shop directly through ChatGPT. Not my favorite headline to report on. I know we talked a lot about this on a lot of the other podcast episodes, which you can check out on our YouTube page. But a lot of these marketplaces using AI to shop is what we predicted with a lot of the guests, saying that AI will be the ones eventually shopping for you. You won't even have to put an order in through ChatGPT. ChatGPT or OpenAI or any of the other tools are just going to know, hey, you don't have enough milk or eggs or anything else in the fridge or in the pantry, so I ordered it for you. It's going to be here in an hour. Um, Very interesting. OpenAI also has deals with Etsy and Shopify to do this as well. I will always be curious to see where this goes. It seems a little dangerous, and I wonder of the ins and outs of what this entails and how you actually do it. I might have to check that out. Again, a little scared, but it is what it is. That is happening. In other AI and Walmart news, Walmart is continuing to leverage its extensive store network. All of the stores they have across the country all act as fulfillment centers, essentially, because you can store a bunch of different products that you can ship across to the other stores or to customers. They're using this extensive store network to aggressively make claims that they will be able to deliver to 95% of households in 3 hours or less by the year end. That is a quote from Walmart. It is, I think, a pipe dream, but Walmart knows what they're doing. I would be shocked if that was the case. But then again, there is a Walmart in basically every town in America, or at least there's one 20 minutes away. So if there is enough product there, I can imagine someone out in Montana ordering something completely random, and that may be taking less or taking more than 3 hours, but I guess that falls into that 5%. Again, they're claiming to be able to deliver to 95% of U.S. households in 3 hours or less by year end. Walmart is really leaning into this AI stuff, as we all should be. And again, and even though I'm scared, I know it's a necessary thing for the future of e-commerce. And so it's good to see that Walmart is at least keeping up with what Amazon is doing and trying to compete a little bit with the logistics king that is Amazon, is what I call them. So, lastly, in TikTok news, they're really being very generous to sellers. Um, it's nice to see. It's a nice refreshing pace. Sorry, Amazon. It's a nice refreshing pace to see them be a little bit more lenient on some things, some new enforcement policies that they're rolling out. This one's regarding a negative balance threshold. So it used to be if you were there was different tiers, but if you had a negative balance in your TikTok of I think it was 100, you had a loss of couple different things that were campaign participation, visibility boosts, ads, all that kind of good stuff. And then when it got down to 250, you could not withdraw any accrued sales funds from there. And then if it got to 500, your account was deactivated. And that actually is the new system now. So it used to be, it started at 100 and then that just kind of all happened. And now it's a bit of a tiered system. So now it's $100, you lose your perks, 250, you can't withdraw any funds. And if you get to 500, your account gets canceled. So it's interesting because I hope people aren't going in there, and I hope there's not a lot of negative balance, but I guess because they're doing this, maybe there is. If you need help selling on TikTok, contact Velocity Sellers. We'll make sure you do not have a negative balance or a negative threshold in your TikTok account. That's my one sales plug for the episode. But it's nice to see them being a little bit more lenient on some things and a little stricter on others. The other TikTok headline you might have missed is that they're really cracking down on what I would call spam content or engagement farming videos that are not up to the standards of what TikTok is looking for. So it's repetitive, non-engaging content that they've been slowly starting to take action against. And it's a lot of videos that are basically identical, where it's the content showing only products or hands without a human face or a voice, or something like a video overusing generic text to speech narration. So they're cracking down on that. They're saying that they don't want people to be posting these. They want real, authentic content, which again, love to hear it, love to see it. That's exactly what I'm looking for in a TikTok like marketplace where you're selling using these types of videos, and making them very generic and boring and basic is not going to help anyone. So if you also need help, again, creating those types of videos, Velocity Sellers can do that for you as well. So there's a lot of things happening in the e-commerce world. Amazon is being sued for $2.5 billion. They're also expanding their multi-channel fulfillment to different marketplaces. Walmart is shaking hands with OpenAI. They're partnering with them to make it easier for people to buy products from Walmart right on ChatGPT. Getting a little scary. We'll see where it goes. Excited to kind of at least see the results of it. And I'm always curious about that. They're also expanding their delivery rate. So they're going to hopefully, that this is true, this would be nice. They're going to hopefully be able to deliver to 95% of U.S. households in 3 hours or less by year end. So they only got, by the time of this recording, they've only got about 2 more months left. We'll see if that makes it. And lastly, TikTok is giving some relief to sellers that have negative balances in their account, and they're also being more strict on the type of content that you can post on TikTok. They want to make it a little bit more authentic, a little bit more genuine, even if it is created by AI. I'm sure a lot of these videos are AI created, but they want it to be a little bit more organically feeling. So they're getting rid of videos that are very generic and very basic. So those are the headlines from the e-commerce world. I'm Velocity Pete. If you have any questions about these or like to learn anything more about how to sell better, contact us at velocitysellers.com.